What's going on, everyone? Togavor here, long time no see, and today we're back for big and exciting news as we are here to kick off NPL Season 7, looking to be a very fun and challenging season as always. So yeah, I basically was way busier than I thought I was going to be at the end of the summer, so I had to basically drop everything for the NPL and the GBC, which are just the two things that I'm going to be sticking to for the remainder of the summer and heading into the fall. So you can expect some GBC draft analysis stuff coming up next week. But yeah, aside, it's just these two, same old NPL, and excited to be in the GBC with a bunch of familiar faces as well. So here we go, straight into the draft. Now, very unfortunately, we got pressured to switch to a points draft. Honestly, I can't stand every single person who thinks points is better than free draft. I think none of them really appreciate how Pokemon is meant to be played. And yeah, I think karmically they should all deserve not to make playoffs. So I think nobody should make playoffs except for like me and Jolt. I think that'd be a great time. But drink in the honor of free draft in the NPL. As it's now dead. But, can't win them all. Shoot, the Google Slides thing's being stupid. Alright, so yeah, here we are with our draft, though, and some cool things got unbanned. Mega King is still unbanned, as it was last season. I'm just popping up some nice maple crackers, while I record this. Mega King stays unbanned, except Seismotalk is banned, but the biggest thing is Mega Mawile is unbanned, so depending on where I draft, I was thinking, that could be fun to try. So we do this new thing because people are complaining about the way we did draft picks, the classic people. Gets randomized up, whatever, in this new way. I don't need to explain it. Doesn't really matter. And I get chosen. I get to pick, I think I get, 4th or 5th of where to choose when I'm picking. I think 5th. Maybe it was 6th. I don't even know. I think it was 6th, yeah. So I end up picking 4th overall. So that's pretty cool. And I already knew what some of the people ahead of me were drafting, so I knew there was a good chance to get what I wanted. And turns out, as you can see right here, shoot, if my there it goes, Mega Mawile first overall. So I have no idea how this is going to do for me. I never really used Mega Mawile. I used it briefly when it was legal in standard play back in pretty early Gen 6, but never used it extensively. All I know is it hits so hard, and I saw Nick Superblaw use the Sub Punch one time, and that was cool in the GBA, back in Season 1 or 2. Season 2. So I know it has some cool tricks up its sleeve, but, I just thought it'd be a fun mon. It has higher attack than Mega Metachan. And the best typing in the game. And it's pretty bulky after it Mega Evolves. So, all that's pretty cool. Alright. Next pick. I wanted to get Garchomp, but Seb took that. And if Seb didn't take it, Jolt was going to take it. Drink to Snipes. And so I was like, you know what? I've been itching to use Latios. Never used Latios before. I've used Latios quite a bit. I really like Latios. Latios is kind of similar. So yeah. One of the other things I really dislike about this season is we switched it to only being one Z mover. I think that's stupid. I think you should be able to run Z moves on every Pokemon personally. But the rest of the league, they don't seem to, like having fun, so sucks to suck. But, so I get a second deal with only one. It is cool, though, because it is status moves that aren't Omni boosting are legal, so I will be able to use Mega Latios if I made, not Mega Latios, so what the fuck am I on? That was the first overall pick of the draft. I will be able to use Latios with a Z Crystal, potentially with Z Memento if I choose, so. Sorry about that. Which is pretty busted. hits hard, versatile, struts a fairy. It completes a fairy dragon steel core. So that's pretty cool. It gets defog, which is swaggy P. Great speed, Yeah. And, it gives me nice speed, which is always good. I watched Jolt's Draft Analysis earlier today before recording. Also, this is so late. Didn't even acknowledge that. Supposed to go up 5 days ago, but I was really busy. I was not at home for most of those days. But here it is now. It's pretty swaggy P. I already nicknamed my Pokemon, but I can't remember what I called any of them. I wish I hadn't, because I can call this one Swaggy P, because, he signed a new deal with the Warriors. He's pretty much the shit these days. But Jolt says something in his draft analysis, going back to what I was saying like 10 minutes ago, that he thinks, the meta is getting a lot more offensive draft-wise in Gen 7, so speed becomes a lot more important. And, as usual, me and Jolt pretty much on the same page, so I was thinking similar thing while I'm drafting. So I'm like, I either need to get speed or make my slower mons faster than their mons. So another thing that Latios gets is Tailwind. Mega Mile under Tailwind. That's pretty spicy. Look me in the eyes and tell me it's not. You can't, because I'm talking into a camera. So I win. Next, speaking of fast stuff, we got Tornadus T. I love Tornadus T. Definitely my favorite legendary. I don't know if I've ever used it in draft. Drink to that. This is really, really flat seltzer water, so that sucks. But it's cool. It's speedy. It has a regenerator. Can be a really nice pivot. Can get me momentum, so I can switch into my Mawile. Also, it gets Tailwind. That's fucking sick, dude. So yeah, that's pretty fantastic on the team. Great coverage, So next, I go and I'm... Whoa. There's some glitching in my software here. Is Marowak even on here? I don't know if it is. I'm going to pretend like it's not, and I'm just going to say number 4, I picked up Alolan Marowak. I'll throw in a slide. It's probably there now. I'll throw in an image of Alolan Marowak. I can't talk. I haven't played Pokemon in so long. Because I was like, here we go. It's a stealth rocker besides Mega Mawile. Obviously very important. It's a nice fire type. Very powerful. I like that. I like a powerful fire type in my team. It's a ghost type. Very nice. Ghost is hard to switch into. It's slow, but very powerful. Can be aided by Tailwind from my aforementioned Pokemon. And already, I was thinking eventually towards a nice, powerful, partial Trick Room team. So that's why I picked it up. And also, electric immunities are fantastic, especially when they're not weak to grass and ice. So, gotta drink that. Now, I pick up Diggersby 5th. Okay, so Diggersby's cool. It gives me an actual ground type, so I'm looking very strong versus electric types at this point, as I only have 1 weakness and 2 pretty solid immunities. I got the double huge power core. People are not going to want to switch into Mega Mawile plus Diggersby, let me tell you. I'm excited. Fantastic choice Scarfer. Can run a more niche, like lead off sash spike set if I needed to. Hits so hard, great priority with quick attack. Swords Dance, Choice Band, Life Orb, Choice Scarf, more momentum with U-turn to pair with my Tornadus. Looking pretty fantastic on the team. Next, P2. And here's where you see where the team really starts to come together. Now, drum roll please, while I chew on my delicious maple crackers. This team does not have perfect defensive synergy or anything close to it. I don't even know if that's perfect offensive synergy. Actually, I kind of think it does because it's just busted. My team is busted offensively. But Porygon 2, it literally switches into like anything in the game. It's great. It's not a fighting type. And it's not a knockoff. Aside from those two things, it's pretty free. And even after it gets knocked off, it's fat. Secondly, look at half those Pokemon above it. What move does Porygon 2 get? I'm not going to say it, but you know what it is, and it makes things speedy. Yeah, it gets Trick Room, I said it. Whoa, fuck, spoiled it. That's another Trick Room user, so that's pretty cool, too. There's a little foreshadowing. I'm like a like I'm like a bad young adult author who makes their foreshadowing so obvious it makes you want to cry. Okay, so yeah, I love P2. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, next we got Slow Bro. So speaking of those fighting types, got a fantastic switch into those fighting types. Doesn't switch into knockoff so well, but you know what's a fantastic switch into knockoff? Mega Mawile, because it can't get knocked off, and it resists knockoff. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And Trick Room, physical switch in, nice water type. Gives me a second Psychic type. As long as you keep your Psychics at 2, that's not that bad. Alright, next pick, we got Rotom Cut. I wanted more momentum on my team. That is pretty nice. I really like that. It gives me a Grass type, which I didn't have before. Oh yeah, I don't have my points on here anywhere. I don't really care about that. I hate points, so I'm just not going to talk about them. Pretend like they're not there. You know, innocence is bliss, you know. But yeah, I'm like Momentum, you know, gives me an Electric, didn't have that, gives me Grass, I didn't have that, gives me Status Spreader, Will-O-Wisp, Toxic, fantastic doing that, can Pain Split, can be a little annoying, can drop a little T-Wave, it's great, looking fantastic, simply fantastic, shout out to Its Regulator. Alright, now this 9th round pick, I was at work when this pick was being made, kind of out of the blue completely, so it's kind of a trash pick, but I pick Omastar now. Not because I think Omastar synergizes well with my team at all, but because it gives me all the entry hazards. So if I want to run Toxic Spikes, I can have Toxic Spikes. If I want Spikes, I can have Spikes. If I want Stealth Rock, I can have Stealth Rock. It is great. Only reason it's there, it gets weak armor, which I'm pretty sure just got buffed, so it actually lowers your defense by 1, but raises your speed by 2. So that makes it more reliable. You can always pretty much get 2 layers up with this boy. So that's pretty cool. And I'm the only person in the league who decided to pick up 10 Mons, because I think quality is so much better than quantity, especially if it's only one Pokemon, and lets you get another high-tiered Mon, like a Alolan Muck. Now, Alolan Muck is going to be a nice glue for my team. Fantastic Pursuit Trapper. Gives me a Psychic immunity so people can't run, you know, Mono-Psychic coverage with, you know, stored power and stuff like that. Really, really nice for my team. Great Pursuit Trapper. Fantastic in Trick Room. Great setup with Curse. Overall, really fantastic glue Pokemon. That's all I have to say, really, about Alolan Muck. I keep it short and sweet. I don't like to overanalyze, talk about what could have been with my draft. It is what it is. It's kind of a mess, as you can see. Definitely very, very Zygarde week. Can't wait to get fucked in the ass for the second season in a row by Zygarde. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, Z-Move user, I picked Latios, as I basically said before, because I want to be able to memento people into shenanigans. So that's fantastic. And, you know, memento means I get to put my Mega Mawile back at full. That's pretty lit. So I don't really have anything else to say. People helped me draft. It wasn't really a lot of people. I asked my front office for some picks, gave some good advice. Maddie, in particular, helped me break down a lot of things. Aside from that, nothing. Check the links description below. NPL channel, the full draft stream is there. Also, there's a playlist for draft analyses on the NPL channel. NPL fan server, go there, be my fan. It's great. Best time of your life. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Stay tuned for week 1 in 6 days. We'll be facing off against Matty Brawlick. It'll be a fun game. So, I'm Tokavore yourself. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.